What broader significance does this case hold, not only for Wikipedia, but for other platforms and their users? And how might the outcome impact digital spaces and information sharing norms in India?
I think what this court case is going to do, firstly, I think this court case will definitely go into the intermediary versus publisher debate, correct? It will most likely elucidate and enunciate a lot more on an intermediary liability and how safe harbor is being used. Like, Nish Bajaj to share single cases in 2015, etc., and then 2017, few other cases came, which kept on saying. I am assuming that this court will only add to that jurisprudence that is established. Correct. The interesting thing will be how does this matter treats the editors. Correct. What will be the impact on the editors? That will be a more sort of an interesting question for me, because what's going to happen is that it's going to ensure how, or at least sort of underline how privacy will be treated on intermediary platforms. Correct. How, when someone says that my platform is private, how private is it? Correct. What kind of checks court will sort of put in place? Whether the court will say, oh, you can only subvert someone's privacy if there is a court order and tell us what their identity is, or does there need to be any other kind of mechanism, etc. Correct. So I think the impact it will have is A, on how we read intermediary liability in India. B, how does privacy is treated for contributors or communicators on an intermediary platform. Correct. And in what cases that can be breached. We will also see whether open source work or not, because let's assume this is Wikipedia is an open source platform, correct? We have open source AI systems models as well. We have a lot of open source different kind of platforms. The open source nature of these platforms will also get impacted by these this judgment, correct? So in addition to intermediary liability, privacy of contributors and users, the open source nature of it, I think these 3-4 aspects will be severely impacted, positively or negatively. We'll have to see, as a conclusion of it. Again, as we have already discussed, correct? We have Telegram, we have WhatsApp. There are multiple push and pull by the government, by the society, and this platform as to whether we want to operate in India or not. Correct. We definitely don't want a case where we go the China way, where everything is banned. Correct. But we definitely don't want a case where the law of the land is not followed. Correct. So I think we have to see how the judgment balances these different interests and push and pull in terms of the already created jurisprudence for last 15-20 years.